How's it going, guys? Schwo here, and DLC 3 for Gears 3 has been announced. The Phoenix Rising map pack. It is coming out January 17th, 2012, and it's got an interesting list of maps. Let's see what we got. There's a lot to talk about here, actually, but I'll give you guys a list of maps first, and we got to start off with the big one, Escalation. That's right, Gears 1 favorite Escalation is returning. I'm not sure how this is going to work with King of the Hill and the other game types, and obviously they're going to have to exponentially change the spawns on this map. But let me give the little description it gives here. Haldane Hall has been the home of the Fenix family for countless generations, but the only history that matters to Marcus are the memories of warm summer evenings spent with his mother Elaine, relaxing in the estate's gardens. Sadly, all the estate's history and beauty was lost when the Locusts destroyed it in an attempt to kidnap his father. The second map is Academy, which, if you've been following the leaks, you knew that was coming. The lineage of the Phoenix family can be tracked back along a distinguished line of military officers. Officer training at the Oracle Academy was simply the expected path for Marcus, and he had visited the grounds many times in expectation that he would walk the same path as his ancestors. But it was not to be, and Marcus broke the tradition with his best friends Dom and Carlos. Like any number of fine Seren traditions, the Academy is now lost to the invasion of the Locust Horde. Map number 3, Slab. Convicted for insubordination and treason, Marcus was incarcerated in Jacinto Maximum Security Prison, known as the Slab. This prison is not a correctional facility. It's a place where Sarah's worst offenders are locked up and forgotten. The inmates are brutal, parole is not an option, and the average life expectancy is about 2 years. But that was before the Locust showed up. What couldn't get worse suddenly did. Now your life expectancy is around 2 minutes. Unless you're really awesome at the game. Anvil. The fortress of Anvigad was called Anvil Gate because its impenetrable walls were forged in the fires of war. Huge cannons sat atop battlements that guarded sprawling walls running the line of the UIR borders. Marcus went there to find Hoffman, and they thought that Anvil Gate would offer protection from the incoming forces of Locust and Lambent. They were wrong, and little remains other than the ruined shell of a once mighty fortress. Actually, they were right. I recall playing that in the campaign and winning that fight. It was actually pretty good protection. I'm not sure if I agree with that description. Depths. The excessive opulence of Azura defied all normal reasoning. But Adam Phoenix could see the cracks in the veneer of splendor from the moment he arrived at this underwater processing center. And all that beauty mattered not at all once he was held captive by the Locust. Out of options, he had to find a way to contact Marcus and finally reveal the truths he'd been keeping to himself all these many years. So there you go. Those are your 5 maps. But, as you guys know, in Gears 3, we don't just get maps, we get lots of other stuff. Next up, we got character skins, and this is COG Recruit Clayton. And, I saw a picture of it. It's basically little Clayton Carmine. And, there's a little description. Clayton was born a Gear, grew up a Gear, and on the very day he became eligible, he signed himself up to become the capable, confident, devoted Gear he always known he could be. Not a big fan of this, but Thrash Ball Cole. Special Limited Edition. The Coal Train prefers to take the most direct path to the Locust Horde in any situation. What he lacks in finesse, he makes up in raw energy. And also, Savage Cantus Special Limited Edition. The Savage Cantus were profoundly impacted by the loss of the Hollow. They have reverted to primal, shamanistic state, and their battle cries have taken a dark, melancholy turn. Few sounds are as terrifying to human ears. Those were exclusive characters. Now, Thrashball Cole was only available through the beta, and Savage Cantus was only available through pre-ordering on Amazon, I think. But the Thrashball Cole thing kind of bothers me, but I also know that the Savage Cantus and Thrashball Cole are not the same. The Thrashball Cole, I know, it has the blue pants. The beta one has gray pants. So while it is kind of annoying that everyone can get Thrashball Cole, you still have the exclusive beta one, which is actually going to be different. It's got the white face mask and the gray pants, and the same thing for the Savage Cantus. I don't think the armor is quite as red on the pre-order one, so it's not that big a deal. But it's a little annoying. It's a gray area, but at least they're different, so you still have the exclusivity. And we got one more, another one that comes from the leaks. If you guys have been following those, Savage Marauder Drone. Well, Locust Marauders were the first to form any sort of organization outside the Hollow. If their brutal fighting and bloodthirsty raiding parties could truly be called organized. Okay, and now things get a little interesting. Leveling up to 100 in Gears 3 Did not take very long. It was kind of easy. And that's going to change, apparently, because now we're going to be able to prestige. Yeah, we're going to be able to prestige. Well, we call it re-upping. Now, let me see what they... All right. It's essentially prestiging. You go back to level... You go back to level 1 after reaching 100. All your stuff stays. All your custom items, unlocks, medals, ribbons, everything stays. The only thing that changes is your rank. Now, when you do that, you can obtain new weapon skins. The first one is Re-Up Plasma. It's animated plasma in gold, which is... I don't know what the hell that's going to look like, but it sounds awesome. And there's Re-Up Omen, Shiny Red Omen. That again, there's no pictures yet, but it sounds awesome. And Re-Up Electric, animated golden electric shocks. So that's really cool. Apparently, you can do this 3 or 4 times. So that's pretty interesting. If I say one more time, I might as well change my name to Ron Paul. But oh, there it is again. But yeah, that's actually all the stuff. But like, there's screens. I'll leave a link in the description to the article on the Epic forums. But I'm pretty excited about this. Prestige. I was kind of bummed how fast I got to level 100, and everyone's level 100 already. Like, it took no time at all. It's like the game has been out since like the end of September, and it's not January yet, and like everyone's level 100. It's not quite right. Yeah, that's leveling up as fast as Call of Duty without the ability to prestige. That said, we can now prestige, or we will be able to on January 17th. Now, you can only re-up if you have the DLC. There's also going to be no booster pack this time, so these maps are going to be exclusive. You are going to have the season pass to play on these maps and re-up. Now, that being said, if you're subscribed to me and you're a Gears of War player, why wouldn't you have the season pass? It's if you're still playing Gears at this point, you need to have the season pass. I mean, if you moved on to greener pastures, fine. But get the DLC for this game. Support Epic. Give them a reason to keep this thing going. Ooh, that's a nice incendiary double for round 4 right there. But I'm a little concerned about escalation. Like, to be honest, I don't see how you can play King of the Hill or TDM there, unless they really, really change the layout. Now, I was talking to my brother before, and he was suggesting that on the sides of the map, they put like the hallways or something, like some kind of spawning area, as opposed to where they used to be at the top and the bottom. And I have to agree with him, because, I mean, there's just no balance. One side has an elevation advantage, the other one, and nades. The other side has snipers. Like, it just doesn't, like, it's an awkward attempt to balance, and I just don't think it's gonna work. I'm not sure which side's gonna be more powerful, but I guarantee you one of them will. In fact, I would even go as far as saying the side with the elevation and nades probably will be the better side. That said, we don't really know what's going to happen. I'm really looking forward to seeing the maps in action, maybe getting some videos or something. But that hasn't happened yet, and I wouldn't hold my breath for it happening anytime today. But that's about it, guys. I'm pretty excited about this. DLC number 3, Escalation coming back, prestiging. This is crazy. And I will hit you guys later. Sorry it's been a while, but getting things back together. Should be uploading more frequently. And as always, peace.